Hello friends, dinner is on the stovetop, about 30 minutes until it's ready, so I thought we would do a quick little sewing repair on this sweater. I am aware it's pilly, but I'm not particularly concerned about that. What I am concerned about is these buttons. I was not diligent and Penny Puppy got a hold of the sweater. She did not eat any of the buttons, but broke these two off and broke little bits off of this one. These two are, still usable buttons. Okay, so what we're going to need, some scissors, a little yarn needle, some yarn, approximately the same color as my sweater. This I think is the thinnest that I had in cream, maybe worsted or slightly smaller than worsted. I just got into yarn crafts, so I'm not entirely sure. And because we are replacing 5 buttons, we are going to need at least 5 buttons. I got a multi-pack of wooden buttons from Our House retail store, which is a charity shop that all the proceeds directly fund a local homeless shelter called Our House. And since the original buttons are wood, I thought that I would keep that theme. Also, the 5 buttons are approximately the same size as the buttons in our sweater. Just a second. But the buttons that I got in that grab bag had these printed designs on them. So I went ahead and separated them out into their individual designs, found the ones that had at least 5 buttons. I am currently deciding between these 3 styles. I think that I like this style the best in general, but maybe not necessarily for this project. I really like these 2 styles, and I'm kind of about this one. I feel like these are the buttons that I'm probably going to put on the sweater. I don't know, they just kind of seemed like the right buttons for the job. And now I'm cranky because I have to take my sweater off. Okay, so I'm going to start by just trying to remove these knots. Yeah, it's knotted in there pretty good. Just going to take, that's probably a workable length. One thing that you might have noticed with this, it's not gonna go all the way through the buttonhole. So I'm just going to try to squish that in and poke until I pull. There you go. I do kind of wish that my nails were longer, but we just went climbing, so if we're gonna go rock climbing regularly, then we don't need long nails. So because I know that this little mark right here is where my button was, gonna thread that through. Realistically, maybe I should use a crochet hook for this instead. I'm just gonna tie. Now it is all secure. Chop off our little tails. And now we have 1 button. All right, for round 2, we have my yarned button, and I think this is my smallest crochet hook. It is a size 0. And I just did that because this is thin yarn that the sweater is made out of, so it's got like teeny tiny holes. So pop that up there. Catch it. Ooh, yep, that popped right through. So yes, the crochet hook definitely works better than the needle for this, or at least it works better for me. So that is the first 2 buttons down, and 3 to go. I also wanted to point out that I noticed if I take the end and shove through, I have an easier time pulling everything through. Instead of just kind of poking in the middle, I feel like it's a lot easier to do the pull through if I poke through at one end. And 1 extra for good measure. And we are done. Here is the finished product. And yes, I am so much of a baby when it comes to being cold that I had to go put on a shawl for 5 minutes without a sweater. But now that the sweater is done, we can put it back on. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, feel free to notate that along with any questions, comments, or concerns down below. New videos should be out on Tuesdays and Fridays, sometimes one though. So if I were you, I would like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I actually do post. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Where is the start on this thing? Like I said, we just got back from climbing and dinner is on the stove. Kiddo was asking, like, come on, can we just stop by Wendy's? I have some money, I just want to buy a hamburger. I said, like, okay, well, it's your choice between buying a hamburger or a chalk bag because you don't have enough money for both. And we're gonna have red bean chili and you really like chili. Two guys behind the counter and another guy that was just there buying a protein bar, just like, oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. Oh, I love chili. Like, you don't want Wendy's, you want the chili. And we do not know these people. They were just like, really, like, you want this chili instead.